की धारा है धारा जो देती दुखों से किनारा।
Om Shanti.
Om
Good morning.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So we listen to Baba's Murli for 6th February 25. The essence is, sweet children, you clever gardeners have the task of changing thorns of this old world into flowers of a new world. So we are the special gardeners who are chosen, whether we know gardening or not, but Baba teaches us. And how do we learn it? We first remove our thorns and then we help this old world and everyone else in this world to remove their thorns and make them into flowers. Question: what most elevated fortune do you children make for yourselves at the confluence age? What most elevated fortune do you children make for yourselves at the confluence age? Answer: you change from thorns into fragrant flowers. This is the most elevated fortune. If you have even one vice, you are still a thorn. It is only when you have completely changed from thorns into flowers that you become Satopradhan deities. You children have now come here to make your Sun dynasty fortune for 21 generations. The song is, I have come with my fortune awakened. How far can your fortune be? Do you visualize? How great is my fortune? How elevated is my fortune? How far does my fortune reach? It reaches till golden age. It reaches till Baba. That's how great our fortune is. So think about that. Om Shanti. You children heard the song. This song is a common song. You are gardeners, and the Father is the master of the garden. You gardeners now have to change thorns into flowers. These words are very clear. You devotees have come to God. All of you are devotees. You have come to the Father to study this knowledge. Only by studying this Rajyog can you become the masters of the new world. You devotees say, I have come with my fortune awakened. I have come having made a new world in my heart. Think about, why did I come to Baba? Why did I choose to follow this path? We all came because we wanted to change something in us, right? We wanted to remove some thorn that was in us. That's why we came to Baba. So always remember, why did I come to Baba? Baba tells you every day to remember your sweet home and the sweet kingdom. It is you souls who have to remember this. At every center, you are all changing from thorns into flowers. Flowers too are number wise. Flowers are offered to Shiv. Some offer one kind of flower to Shiv and some another kind. There's the difference of day and night between an ak flower and a rose. An ak flower is one which has thorns, but rose is fragrant, beautiful looking. The ak flower doesn't look Even rose has thorns, but this flower is all thorns. So it doesn't even look pretty or anything. So this too is a garden. Some are jasmine, some are champa. Champa is like white fragrant flower. And some are ratanjot, also very fragrant flower. Some are still ak flowers. That means some souls are still, they are full of thorns. They have not transformed themselves into flowers. So you children know that all are thorns at present. This world is a forest of thorns. And in order to go into the garden of that new world, you have to become flowers. There are only thorns in this old world. And so you sing that you have come to the Father to change from thorns of this old world into flowers of the new world. You have come to the Father who establishes the new world. You have to change from thorns into flowers, which means into deities. The meaning of the song is so easy. We have come with our fortune awakened for the new world. The new world is the golden age. Some people's fortunes are Satopradhan, whereas it is Rajo for some and Tamo for others. Some become Sun dynasty kings, whereas others become their subjects. So even the world at this time, even though the world is like the forest of thorns, but every soul is still different. The stage of every soul is still different. So Baba is saying that the fortune of some souls is still Satopradhan because they are new souls. Some souls is Rajo, mixed, and some souls are Tamo Pradhan, completely no fortune. So Baba says, some even become servants of the subjects, just like in Golden Age, right? There's kingdom, the king, the subjects. The kingdom of that new world is now being established. You go to school in order to awaken your fortune. Why do you go to school and study? Very few kids like going to school, right? But you still have to go to school. No, you have to study. Why are you studying? Why are you studying? Why do you go to school and study?
To um, keep ourselves, no, well, to, well, get a job and get money to live in this life.
Right? Yeah, to get a job, no? To do something in life, right? To get a job, to earn a livelihood. So just as we study to earn livelihood, so in the same way, Baba says, study this study, and we will earn a livelihood for not just one birth, but for at least 21 births. So this study also helps us to get a job. What job do we get after this study? We become kings and queens and prince and princess. So Baba says, you go to school in order to awaken your fortune. Here it is a question of a new world. What fortune would you create here in this old world? You are making your fortune of becoming deities in that new world. Those deities whose idols everyone has been bowing down to. You are worthy of worship deities. And then, while taking rebirth, you became worshippers. So we were deities and then we started bowing down. So we became worshippers. You are now receiving your inheritance for 21 births. People speak of 21 generations. A generation means a life that lasts until after the age of retirement. Generation means long lasting, right? So the Father gives you your inheritance for 21 generations. Because you don't experience untimely death in your childhood, adolescence, or the middle of your life, that world is called the land of immortality. Because in that world, nobody dies untimely death. They live for 150 years, 175 years, and then they leave the body. And not just suddenly. They leave body after living the whole lifetime. So that's why it's called the land of immortality. This world is called a land of death, the kingdom of Ravan. Here, vices exist in everyone. Anyone who has even one vice is a thorn. The father would then understand that the gardener doesn't know how to create royal, fragrant flowers. If the gardener is good, he would prepare very good flowers. Anytime you prepare a bouquet for someone, do you prepare a bouquet with thorns in it? Or would you like a bouquet with fragrant flowers and beautiful looking flowers? No? So, in the same way, we are now, each one of us is becoming a fragrant flower. And each one of us has our own fragrance, fragrance of our own divine virtues that we have received from Baba. But the main thing is we cannot have thorns. If we have thorns, we can't go to golden age. So Baba says, if the gardener is good, he would prepare very good flowers. You need flowers that are worthy of being threaded in the rosary of victory. Very good flowers are picked to offer to the deity idols. Supposing Queen Elizabeth were to come here, you would prepare a garland of first class flowers and present it to her. Human beings here are Tamo Pradhan. People go to a temple of Shiv, believing him to be God. They call Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar as deities. They call Shiv God. They say that he is the highest on high. They say that Shiv ate bitter flowers and drank intoxicating drink. They say that Shiv ate the datura flower and used to drink madira, which is the intoxicating drink. And that's why, many sannyasis who live in the Himalayas and do tapasya, they are always high. They take some intoxicating either drink or they either smoke or something. And they want to remain high because they think that Shiv was always high. And remember, they are confusing Shiv with Shankar. So they defame him so much. They offer him ak flowers. Just look at what they offer to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. They offer first class flowers to Tamopradhan thorns, and just look what they take to the temple of Shiv. Like if some VIP comes, they will offer them beautiful looking flowers. Huh? But to the but to Shiva temple, they will take ak flowers. Just look what kind of milk they offer him. It's 5% milk and 95% water. What kind of milk should you offer to God? They don't understand anything. You now understand all of this very well. Amongst you two, there are some who understand very well, and some, and so they are made heads of the centers. Although it is the same study, not all of you are alike. Your aim and objective is to change from ordinary humans into deities. However, you teachers are number wise. The main basis of your entering the Rosary of Victory is this study. It is the same study for everyone, but you pass number wise. Everything depends on how much you study. Some enter the Rosary of 8, some enter the Rosary of 108, and some enter the Rosary of 16,108. People make their genealogical tree just like the different branches of a tree. First, there is one leaf, then there are two leaves, and then slowly the tree grows. This too is a tree. There are genealogical trees such as the Kriplani genealogical tree, etc. No, we all have like family trees, right? So if we go back, It's like the ancestral tree or the family tree. All of these genealogical trees are limited. This genealogical tree is unlimited. Who is the first one in this? So, who is the seed of this genealogical tree? It is Shiv Baba. And who is the first leaf of this genealogical tree? Brahma Baba. So, Prajapita Brahma, he is called the great grandfather, but no one knows this. Human beings don't know who the creator of the world is. They all have totally stone intellects, like Ahilya. You know the story of Ahilya, the woman who was turned into stone. So she got this curse and she became a stone. But Baba says, no human can become a stone. Yes, but the intellect can become like stone, where nothing enters the intellect. Only when they become like that does the Father come. You have come here to change from those with intellects like Ahilya's into those with stone intellects into those with diamond intellects. Therefore, you have to imbibe this knowledge. Having recognized the Father, you should be concerned about how you study. For example, if you come today and leave your body tomorrow, what status would you be able to claim? You wouldn't have taken any of this knowledge. You wouldn't have learned anything, and so what status would you claim? Day by day, time is getting shorter for those who leave their bodies now. If you take a new birth now, what would you be able to do? Yes, if any of you do leave your body, you would take birth in a good home. You souls would take your sanskars with you, and so you would easily be awakened and start remembering Shiv Baba. Those who have spent some time remembering Baba, studying this knowledge, would definitely receive good homes and they would start remembering Baba from a very young age. But those who have not taken this knowledge or those who just started the course, right, and next day they leave the body, what would they take? They have not studied, they have not accumulated. If you haven't imbibed these sanskars, you would not be able to do anything. Nothing would happen. This knowledge has great subtlety and depth and has to be understood. You gardeners bring very good flowers, and so your praise is sung. It is the task of you gardeners to create flowers. There are many children who don't even know how to remember the Father. Everything depends on your fortune. If it is not in your fortune, you won't understand anything. Fortunate children recognize the Father accurately and remember him very well. Together with having remembrance of the Father, you also have to remember that new world. You sing in the song that you have come to make a new fortune for a new world. You have to claim your fortune of a kingdom for 21 births from the Father. By staying in this intoxication, by maintaining this happiness, you will be able to understand the meaning of these songs with just a signal. In a school, too, if it is not in someone's fortune, he fails. This examination is a very great one. God Himself sits here and teaches you. This knowledge is for those of all religions. All religions. Why? Because this knowledge is for the soul, right? And the soul has no physical religion. A soul is not a Muslim or a Christian or a Hindu or a Parsi or a Sikh. No? The Father says, consider yourselves to be souls and remember me, your Father. You know that no bodily being can be God. Not even Brahma, Vishnu, or Shankar can be God. They are the deities who reside in the subtle region. There are only human beings here. There are no deities here. This is the human world. Lakshmi and Narayana are humans with divine virtues, and their religion is called deityism. In the golden age, there are deities, and in the subtle region, there are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. People sing salutations to the deity Vishnu, salutations to the deity Brahma. Then they say salutations to the Supreme Soul Shiv. They do not call Shiv a deity. Human beings cannot be God. There are the three floors, and we are on the third floor. Three floors, like the three worlds. This is the world, then there's the subtle region, and then the third world, which is our home. So we are on the third floor. Those human beings with divine virtues in golden age then become those with devilish traits because they are eclipsed by Maya. They become ugly just as the moon is eclipsed. That aspect is limited, whereas this aspect is unlimited. The moon gets eclipsed. No, that's the physical moon. Or the moon goes through increase and decrease, right? We see the moon. Baba is saying that is limited because it's the physical moon. But here the soul becomes eclipsed by Maya. It's unlimited. This is an unlimited day and night. They even speak of the day of Brahma and night of Brahma. You must now only study with the one Father alone and forget everyone else. You become the masters of the new world by studying with the Father. This is the true Gita Pathshala, true Gita school, where you study the knowledge of Gita. What is the knowledge of Gita? The knowledge of Gita is the knowledge of the self, knowledge of the Supreme Soul, connecting to Supreme Soul. This Rajyo, practice of Rajyo. You do not stay in a Pathshala forever. People believe that the path of devotion is the path to God, that the more devotion they perform, the more pleased God will be with them, and that He will come and give them the fruit of their devotion. Only you now understand these things. There's only one God, and He is now giving you that fruit. Baba doesn't say ever that stop devotion. Baba says, understand this knowledge, consider yourself to be a soul, remember the Supreme Soul. The more we practice this, the more we will understand the difference between devotion and this study. And then automatically, right, we go beyond all of that because we understand that devotion is on a physical level, right? I would do the rituals, I can perform all this puja and bhakti and offer flowers to the deity idols, but none of those idols are God. None of these idols are living, right? They are made of whatever, stone, marble, or just sometimes plastic. Right? So Baba says that these idols are not God. So the more we understand who we are and who God is, the more we become detached, or we go beyond these little rituals of devotion. There's only one God, and He's now giving you that fruit. Those who are worthy of worship, Sun Dynasty souls, have done the greatest amount of devotion. They will come here. You are the ones who first did unadulterated devotion of Shiv Baba. Therefore, you were the first devotees. Because we did devotion in last cycle, and then on the path of knowledge, we were the ones who got connected directly to Shiv Baba, who imbibed his divine virtues, who lived the best life in Golden Age. And then we are the ones who start performing devotion again. And then on the path of devotion, we are the ones who are worshipped also. So therefore, you were the first devotees. Then while coming down, you became Tamopradhan. You performed devotion for half a cycle. And that is why you are given this knowledge first. However, you are also number wise. You cannot make the excuse in this study of living far away and not being able to study every day. Can we make that excuse after Zoom? that I cannot come to the center, I cannot study, I can't listen to the Murli every day. No, right? Baba has made it easy. So some of you say that you live 10 miles away, but even if you walk 10 miles to your center in remembrance of Baba, you wouldn't feel tired. You go there to receive such huge treasures. People go by foot on pilgrimages to be given a vision. They stumble so much on path of devotion. This is a question of one town. The father says, I have come here from so far away, and you say that your house is 5 miles away? Wonderful. You should come running here to claim your treasures. People go so far to Amarnath just to have a vision, whereas Amarnath Baba, the Lord of Immortality himself, has come here to teach you. You know Amarnath, right? The temple which is on a very high altitude, and it's that one which is made of ice. No, it's the shivling that just is formed of ice. Huh? The temple is just open for like 2 months or 3 months in a year. So devotees flock. So many go. It's so difficult to reach Amarnath. But they all go because they want to take a vision of God, because for them that is God. Baba says, an ice form is not who I am. I'm a living form. And here, the living Lord of Immortality, Amarnath Baba, has come to meet us. And we say, oh, I can't go to Murli, I can't go to the center, I can't go to meet Baba. He has come to make you into masters of the world, and yet you continue to make excuses. Anyone can come at Amrit Vela. There's no fear at that time. No one would rob you. If you wear jewelry, etc., they would snatch it away from you. Thieves only want material wealth. However, if it is not in your fortune, you make a lot of excuses. If you do not study, you lose your own status. The Father enters Bharat in order to make it into heaven. He shows you the path to attain liberation in life in a second. But you still do not, but you still do have to make some effort. Baba comes and shows us the path. He shows us the very easy method. But we still have to make some effort. If you won't even take a step, how are you going to get there? You children understand that this is the meeting of souls with the Supreme Soul. You have come to the Father in order to claim your inheritance of heaven. That new world is being established. As soon as that establishment is completed, destruction will begin. It will be the same Mahabharat war. Acha, to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says
Says
Namaste,
namaste to the spiritual children.
and the
The
spiritual father
spiritual children say
Says
namaste.
namaste to the spiritual father.
essence for dharna. You should come running here to take the treasures of this knowledge that the Father is giving you. Do not make any kind of excuse in this. If you walked even 10 miles in remembrance of the Father, you would not get tired. The basis of entering the Rosary of Victory is this study. Pay full attention to this study. Do the service of changing thorns into flowers. Remember your sweet home and your sweet kingdom. Blessing. May you know the importance of the confluence age. May you know the importance of the confluence age and attain a countless return for 100 for one fold and become filled with all attainments. May you know the importance of this confluence age. That I take one step of courage and Baba gives 1,000 steps of help. I take one step of determination and Baba gives 1,000 steps of help. To understand what is this confluence age all about. This confluence age is for me to change from thorns into flower, to change from stone into a diamond. This is the age when God comes. This is the age where I'm connecting to God, charging myself, becoming deity. So, to understand the importance of confluence age and attain a countless return for one fold, one step, and become filled with all attainments. At the confluence age, Babdada promised you give one fold, give one time, and you will receive 100,000 fold. Not just 1,000, but 100,000 times. So we take one step, Baba comes 100,000 times. Just as this time is the most elevated time, the most elevated birth, and has the most elevated title, in the same way, it is only at this time that you can experience all attainments from Baba. At this time, not only is it 100,000 fold return of one, but whenever you want, however you want, whatever you want, the Father is bound to you in the form of your servant. Baba is bound to us in the form of our servant. So it will never happen that we demand and Baba will not give. You receive countless times return of one because at present the bestower of blessings belongs to you. While you are holding the seed in your hand, you can take whatever you want in a second from the seed and become filled with all attainments. When the seed belongs to you, then the whole tree belongs to you, right? Because now from the seed, you can grow a new tree. So, in the same way, when the seed, Baba belongs to me, when I'm holding Baba in my heart, is there anything that I lack? Is there anything that I don't have? I am full of all attainments. I have God who says, I'm your servant. Use me. Baba says, use me. Use me. Remember me at every step. And Baba will give us the return. Slogan: no matter what the circumstances are, let go of them, but do not let go of your happiness. Whatever circumstances are, whatever problem there is, anything, let go of that, but never let go of your happiness. Don't say that I'm not happy because of this one or because of that. No. Never let go of your happiness. Our happiness, my happiness is my property. My happiness belongs to me. So I know how to take care of my happiness. Om Shanti. Today's Avyak signal. Have love. Oh, there's a small class. Have love for solitude and imbibe unity and concentration. Unity and concentration are the two most elevated arms for achieving success in every task. Unity and concentration. Concentration means to be free from waste and sinful thoughts. Where there is unity and concentration, success is a garland around your neck. The bestower of blessings loves the one, ek, the ek. Be faithful to one. That means become ek vrata. That means become the one who belongs to the one alone. Become faithful to the one. Have one strength and faith in one. Ek bal, ek bharosa. Have one strength and faith in one. As well as this, follow the directions of the one, Ekmat. Do not follow the dictates of yourself or others, but become stable and constant. That is Ekras. So everything is Ek. Ek means one. So follow Ekmat. Remember only the one. Ekvrata. Belong to only the one. Have strength and faith in one. Ek bal, ek bharosa. And Baba says, do not follow dictates of yourself or others, but become stable and constant. Ek ras. There should be no interest in other people or in possessions. The same applies for unity. Unity is also ekta. Ekta, meaning everyone is one, that one force. And for having love for solitude, that is ekant priya. Having love for solitude. So when we have love for solitude, ekant priya, then our stage becomes ekras, concentrated. We will have ek bal, ek bharosa, one strength, one support. I will become ek vrata, belonging to the one. I will listen to the one, ek mat, only Baba's directions. So one, power of one. Cha? Om Shanti. So very, very interesting, Murli. I was talking about how we have to become like flowers. If I have even the slightest, even if I have the slightest thorn, I don't qualify for golden age. So removing the thorns. How will I remove the thorns? Baba says, offer it to me and don't take it back. Power of one. Offer it to the one, but don't take it back. They don't belong to me anymore. Remember how awakened our fortune is, how elevated our fortune is. Understand the fortune of this time of confluence age. Why did Baba choose me? Can I make small excuses for not remembering Baba? We can't. Baba has given us clarity that just remember me alone. Don't remember anybody else. Just remember me alone. So we can't make excuses for not remembering Baba, for not studying. This study will last with us for 21 births. We are claiming our fortune for 21 generations. So today's Murli is about understanding the seriousness, the impact of this knowledge, what impact this knowledge brings into my life, how this knowledge transforms me. And not just me. Once I become a fragrant flower, I share my fragrance with everybody else. I share the flower will automatically share the fragrance. So in the same way, I start sharing my fragrance with others. So what happens to others? They start coming closer to Baba. Because where are they receiving? Where am I receiving this fragrance from? I'm receiving it from Baba. So they connect to Baba. That's the seva we need to do. Okay? Om Shanti. So let's remember Baba now. See yourself seated in your seat of elevated fortune. I am a soul who travels through the entire drama. I've played my part of a deity in golden and silver ages. And then I was worshipped for my divinity. And I kept coming down, and slowly I became like a like a thorn that pricks everyone through my vices. Intentionally, unintentionally, I became a thorn from a fragrant flower. And at this time in the cycle, at this time of confluence age, God comes to awaken my fortune. He has chosen me to make me a fragrant flower. He teaches me every day. He reminds me to remember Him and become a fragrant flower. As I remember my sweet Baba, divine virtues bloom in me. All the thorns get burnt, and I transform into a fragrant flower. I, the soul, become a deity. By staying true to the One, remembering the One, listening to the One, by being united with the One. What an elevated fortune I have. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Baba said today, you take one step, and how many times will Baba come? How many times will Baba help? One step, and Baba takes
1,000.
100,000. Not just 1,000. You know how many zeros are there in 100,000? How many zeros are in 1,000?
3.
3.
3.
100,000?
6
5.
zeros. 6.
2 more.
Okay.
5.
Fine.
6 zeros is million. Right? So, Papa says, I take 100,000 steps. Not just 1,000. So many times Baba comes closer. He says, we just have to take one step. Right? So today, just remember how fortunate you are, what elevated fortune we have, full of all attainments. What else do I need? The seed is with me. Seed belongs to me. That means the whole tree belongs to me. And everything in this tree belongs to me. So we are all connected to the entire humankind, to the entire world, because we are connected to the seed directly. Okay. So, right? So you want to share your point? What are you going to practice? Yes, share.
Shanti, my points that I got for today is remember Baba. Don't have a single thorn. Give it to Baba. Don't make excuses, and I am a soul.
Yeah, don't make excuses, Baba said today. Right.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Who else wants to share? Yes.
Shanti. My points for today and tomorrow, and keep in mind, are remember Baba at every step, and Baba will always help you back 100 times more than what we did,
100,000 times.
100,000 times. And be a flower, not a thorn.
Yeah.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Lovely. I'm a flower. I'm not a thorn. Who else?
Om Shanti, sister. Today, Baba said, like, always remember the elevated fortune we have and always think, like, why Baba choose me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shanti.
Om Shanti. Yeah, lovely. Why Baba chose me? Not that, oh, Baba, why did you choose me? Not like that, right? But why Baba chose me, right? Because I'm special. I have something. That's why Baba chose me. And what is Baba expecting? He chose me because he saw something in me. Do I see that same thing in me? So, yes, very nice. Good. All right. So, have a great day with Baba. I'll see you tomorrow. We have started 21 days of special meditation for the world because so much is happening in the world. So 21 days of meditation we have started. We do it in the evening, um, just before the morning. All right. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.